So let's chat a little bit more about some interesting things. Give me 1 second. So let's go over a few little things. See this picture? Donahue is the acting something or another under this. So you got Donahue and this other fella that's basically replacing Bill Barr and the next in command, you could say. And this name, Donahue, is in fact mentioned on our favorite message board that we shall not mention. And someone just said regarding the other day, hey, remember what they posted the other day, the 82nd Airborne Division, United States? A storm is coming. Do you know, right here, that Mr. Donahue served in the 82nd Airborne? And as of today, that news about Bill Barr stepping down on or before the 23rd of December. And I'll tell you another funny thing. Joe Biden's giving his little speech today about the electoral. We had the most votes our country ever saw. He sounded a little sick. He was clearing his throat more than I do. And I don't know anybody that clears their throat more than I do. Sounded like he's getting a little sicky all of a sudden. I'll just throw that out there. So that's interesting. One thing. Another person I follow on Twitter. Oh, looky here, friends. 1 year Delta. Tomorrow, which will be the 15th of December. Probably a coincidence. Just like 1 year ago today mentioned the B-2 bomber, stealth bomber post from our friend on the special message board mentioning something about Bill Barr. December the 14th. Last year. So, what did they write? Well, December the 15th, 2019, at Snowden, you know who, hashtag homecoming 2020. And we have literally today heard that Snowden's about to get pardoned. Today's the 14th. Snowden. News. Click on news. 13 hours ago. Calls to pardon Edward Snowden. See Matt Gaetz, Liz Cheney clash on Twitter. Will Trump pardon Snowden 12 hours ago? Liz Cheney says Snowden pardon would be unconscionable. Huh. Well, what's tomorrow? It would be another 1 year Delta. Another 1 year Delta. So we have that. What else do we have? I'm trying to figure out who this other guy was. Let me go to that one. Yep, blah, blah, blah. Bill Barr leaving. Deputy Attorney General Jeff Rosen, an outstanding person, will become acting Attorney General. Highly respected Richard Donahue, the one we just talked about, will be taking over the duties of Deputy Attorney General. Thank you to all. Mr. 82nd Airborne himself. And by the way, I believe it was also Mr. 82nd Airborne himself, Donahue, is directly responsible for taking down the Nixon sex cult. I believe that's that dude. Boy, oh boy. It's the most wonderful time of the year. I think some people are going to get nervous if they aren't already. One of those people being old coughing Joe Biden. Did you know that Kamala Harris has not relinquished her Senate seat? Barack Obama, on the other hand, was about 12 days into the election after he won. My seat's gone. Take it. See ya. I'm going to be the president. Kamala Harris, and including today, when supposedly the Electoral College, we're voting Biden. And did you also see the Republican Electoral College members also voted Trump? A whole bunch of them. Enough to give him more than 270 electoral votes, by the way. That was interesting, wasn't it? Again, everything is by their plan, their design. And we're going to sit back and watch how it goes. That's it. We can all speculate. I can speculate. Oh, maybe this. Oh, we're all going to have to sit back and watch how it actually ends up playing out. And then we're going to sit back and see, did anybody actually get this thing right? Like, from the start, the beginning, the middle, the end. Oh my gosh, that one person nailed every single event that happened. Wow, that person's great. That's what happens when you're not privy to information. You're not in this highly classified environment with Donald Trump or whoever is in there, military intelligence. You have to speculate, conspiracy theory, a plane was shot down, a jet was shot down. Oh my God. Chinese troops, they shot their jet down in the rural part of, where was it? Where Penny Kelly lived, Michigan or something, but what? It's only coming from the biggest conspiracy theorists that have had terrible track record, by the way, that story. Hal Turner, Steve Quayle, and actually, who was the other one? And then that guy from Israeli Live News, he's now quoting that crap. Now, if there's someone around here that's a conspiracy theorist, you know, takes one to know one, you might be looking at him. I don't think I'm going to have to buy into that one. Because if you look at Hal Turner's track record, and if you look at Steve Quayle's track record, the biggest fearmongers ever. Big story, big news, my super duper secret source, I got sources, or sources say. Just like the fake mainstream media, sources say. Sources say, we got a source close to, we got sources say Trump's wife is telling him to actually concede the election to Biden. That was actually true. They actually, mainstream media actually published that. His own wife, Melania Trump, is telling him to, people inside the Trump administration are urging President Trump now to concede the election to, what? What sources? Oh, we don't have to really, we just say sources say and that's it. So we have Steve Quayle, sources say. Hal Turner, sources say. And there's a website, if you ever run across it, run from it. Don't ever go back to it. It's called whatdoesitmean.com. Sorcha Fail, we call her such a fail. Sorcha Falls reporting that, you know, a Richter scale 3 earthquake, you know, tremor. Oh, no, that was an underground nuclear bomb by the Chinese against American. What? And then Hal Turner says it. Steve Quayle will say it. Oh my God, these people are killing me. This has been going, you know, if this is the first time they said these things, we would all be like, okay, well, they said they got a source, and maybe they got a source, let's see what's going on. But this has been going on for years. Hal Turner, Steve Quayle, both. So many big Boy Who Cried Wolf stories from those guys that I can't even, I don't even want to go back to my memory and recall any. I don't even want to go back. Failure after failure after failure. But the bottom line is, yes, Canada did and has allowed Chinese troops to come over under the super duper trade deal agreement we made that allows them to come to our lands to train. You have to understand, Justin Trudeau of Canada is a deep stater. He knows his days are numbered too. He is highly banking on Trump not making it this next term, and which is why everyone's in panic mode preparing right now, doing the most stupidest, craziest things you've ever seen. So, about those 10 days of darkness, or 10 days, or whatever the hell that means, I think we're going to find out finally, maybe, finally what that actually meant. Because once again, there's another site, or a person that's on Twitter, oh, my source, I got a source, heard it from a source who, heard it from a source who, heard it from another source, you've been messing around. But I don't believe it. Not for a minute. But this source says the 10 days of darkness are about to go down here shortly. Trump ain't playing. All right. And by the way, I mean, looking at the news today, boy, oh boy. And Voodoo told me not too awfully long ago, Bill Barr is going away. I may have even told you this on a YouTube video, but maybe I did. I don't know. Maybe I posted in Patreon too. I don't even know. It's a while ago. But I know he told me William Barr's going away. And well, as I mentioned in my other video, there's two psychics I know. One thinks possibly, now we have interim acting attorney general now I just mentioned, but when Trump has to pick the new attorney general, essentially, that official attorney general could be, I do say could, be Rudy Giuliani or one of the other psychics, Durham. Yes, the Durham who's doing the background investigation on all the people who spied on Trump. That Durham. So will it be one? Will it be both? Will maybe one will become the top guy, the second guy will be the other? Who knows? There's a couple psychic picks that there are possibilities. But he did tell me Bill Barr's going away. And I'm like, really? He goes, yeah. And he said to me, I think Trump's going to tell him to hit the road. Now, if you listen to Trump's tweet, I'll read it to you. Just had a very nice meeting with Attorney General Bill Barr at the White House. Our relationship has been a very good one. He has done an outstanding job. As per the letter, Bill will be leaving just before Christmas to spend the holidays with his family. So, in other words, Bill Barr, let's see if I can zoom in on this. Dear Mr. President, I appreciate the opportunity to update you this afternoon on the department review of voter fraud allegations in the 2020 election and how these allegations will continue to be pursued. Blah, blah, blah. Is this the other? This might not be his letter. Hang on. I might be reading the other guys. Now it's Bill Barr. As I discussed, I'll spend the next week wrapping up a few remaining matters important to the administration and department on December 23rd. So, whatever. Bottom line is, he put in his notice, if you will. But like everybody who was forced out, Trump let them go on their own terms. Like, go ahead, write your letter, tell the people you're stepping down, you're resigning, you're quitting, you had a great time, and I'm going to tell them, everybody, yeah, you're a great guy, I loved you, good working with you, see you later. But at the end of the day, we all know Team Trump said, bye, time for you to go. Time for me to fly. Yes, it is. So, time for Bill Barr. And again, if you read that message board, 1 year Delta, stuff like that, it's right in there. 2019, December 14th. Now, they left breadcrumbs. It wasn't exactly like in your face kind of a thing, but they left breadcrumbs. And then you go back and look at the date and go, oh, okay, gotcha. So, about Mr. Snowden. We're about to hear some news. We already are. I just read you the news stories. Oh, is the Trump administration, Liz Cheney, you know, Dick Cheney's wife, whatever, I believe, war criminal's wife. Oh, that would be unconscionable for the president to do that. Oh, my God. No, maybe not. So, things are definitely heating up. The 10 days of whatever, you know, I know we had the 12 days of Christmas. Maybe we're going to have the 10 days of Trump's Christmas. Maybe we're going to have one hell of a Christmas. Or maybe not. Maybe he'll wait till after Christmas. More things will happen. More news will come on. Again, this whole thing with the hack, all of a sudden, the Treasury was hacked. Oh, no. Anybody using SolarWinds, I don't know if it's a database application, whatever it is, a government application they use. There's not only loopholes. Oh my God! I think I sent myself. Oh, here it is. SolarWinds hack. Let me go. I got this. Let me go to the SolarWinds hack. I was gonna do a video separately on this, but I'll talk about it now. And there was several Twitter posts. Someone asked me to provide a simple description of what the SolarWinds hack is all about. So for anyone who is confused by the technical details, here's a thread with a simplified explanation of what happened and what it means. The maker of the software that is used in the highest echelons of government, including the White House and NSA, was compromised by attackers who slipped malicious code into the software maker's trusted code without the software maker knowing it. The code got distributed to its customers. That malicious code, once it infected customer systems, opened a back door into those systems and contacted the hackers to let them know the door was open for them to surreptitiously enter those systems and begin stealing sensitive data on those networks. The hackers did this back in March, and their activity was only recently discovered. This means they have been inside government systems all these months, stealing data and spying on government workers without anyone knowing until now. They also infected telecoms and other company networks. Here is a list of some of the customers who use the software made by the software maker. Their name is SolarWinds. All of these were potentially compromised. More than 425 of the Fortune 500 companies, all 10 of the top 10 U.S. telecom companies, all 5 branches of the U.S. military, the U.S. Pentagon, State Department, NASA, NSA, Postal Service, NOAA, Department of Justice, and the Office of the President of the United States. Next one is all 5 of the top 5 U.S. accounting firms, and hundreds of universities and colleges worldwide. What does this mean for the average person and their data? This is a national security hack conducted by a nation state, Russia. Oh, Russia! I checked out this person, Kim Zetter, who's posting this. No shocker when I looked at their profile that they're going to throw the word Russia. Russia. Oh, for God's sakes. And focused on high-value targets and data. While it's possible your personal data could have been compromised, it's more likely not what the hackers were after. But there's lots that's still unknown about the operation, who all was compromised, and what data or secrets were stolen. And by the way, Austin, Texas headquarters SolarWinds, raided by the FBI, and the Texas, what do they call those special police in Texas? Those guys, whatever. They were there. Was it Texas Rangers, I guess? And we also found out that the president of SolarWinds and like the next guy or the CTO or somebody were unloading personal shares, stocks, over the last month or so. Unloading in a fury. Millions and millions and millions of dollars worth of their personal stock out of nowhere. Almost as if they knew their company was going to be a big news story. So I did find out something else. This not necessarily related to SolarWinds, but regarding the Dominion voting machines and software. Here's several things here. Computer initial configuration on October 3rd, 2018. So 2 years ago. Computer final configuration of server on April 10th, 2019. Hard drive not encrypted. Microsoft SQL Server database not even protected with the password on board. So each of these machines, I guess, has SQL database. Not even password protected, which is unbelievable to me as a guy that has written database applications for my former job. Democracy Suite admin software passwords are reused and they're shared passwords. Antivirus that's on those, 4.5 years outdated. Windows updates, because they run on Windows, Microsoft Windows, were 3.86, nearly 4 years out of date. When computer was last configured on that April 10th, 2019, the Windows updates were 2.11 years out of date at that time. And finally, user of computer uses a super user account, meaning the user of the computer, who should be just a jabroni employee, actually has like administrative rights to the PC. Because I guess these machines are PCs or whatever. So it just says, and they're talking about, well, I don't know if it's I thought it was maybe the machine. The Dominion server, they're saying, in Antrim County. So, are there different servers from Dominion per county? I thought it was one, or a bunch of machines, voting machines, talking to servers elsewhere, whatever. Bottom line is they're telling me Antrim County, Dominion server. Oh, and by the way, breaking news. The Secretary of State, I believe, of Georgia. We're going to do the audit. We'll do the signature audit. We'll do the signature audit. We'll finally do it 2 weeks later after everyone asked. You guys are going to do it in that county where we saw that video, the lady counting the vote stack 3 times, the crazy video where they said the pipe burst, everyone had to leave, but then they lied, the pipe didn't burst, they forced everybody out, then they started pulling ballots underneath the table and scanning those. You're gonna do the audit on those? No, not that one. We're gonna go to the county over where there really wasn't any discrepancies. We're gonna do the signature check on those. I swear to you, that's what he said. I mean, I'll give you more detail about where he's not going. But they're going to the county over where there really wasn't much of a discrepancy at all. We're going to check the signatures over there. Wouldn't you check the signatures of the place where everyone's complaining about? No. Who does that? That's stupid. We're going to check the county over. Goodness. What are you guys, stupid? You a bunch of idiots? Oh, we're going to check the next county, for God's sakes. Gosh. What's wrong with you people? So all I'm telling you, woo-woo dude, this will be a December to remember. And as the days go on, I'm just trying to, because you could easily see, oh my gosh, military came in, Trump did it, oh my God, they're arresting people, and the crypto market or all markets absolutely dump. And if they do, you better go find some money and take advantage. It will recover very rapidly, we think. But at the same time, how about a scenario where they go up real nice? In that dream thing my wife had, whatever, 222, 22, and 22 XRP. Does that mean $2 in December? I don't know. You're the deep state. You see he just pulled the trigger. All your people are getting arrested. You're panicking before your very eyes. He's already shut off a bunch of our funding, and now we're in deep trouble. More funding is going to stop because of this, because again, the executive order 2018 about the voter fraud that Trump had enacted. We will confiscate any and all of your property. Anybody involved in this, including aiding and abetting, anything, we'll confiscate it all. So imagine what kind of panic these people will be in. Oh my God, a bunch of our funding sources just got confiscated. Well, we got the crypto market with our fake tether that we print out of nothing. We could really let the crypto market rise because we need some effing money and we need it now. It's my money and I need it now. 1-800 cash now. JG Wentworth. I haven't done one of those in a while. JG Wentworth, huh? Remember that guy? 877 cash now. It's my money and I need it now. Where did all those commercials go, by the way? When's the last time you saw a JG Wentworth commercial? I can't tell you. I guess people, even JG's broke these days from coronavirus. Even JG Wentworth. I guess no one's got any more lump sums you want us to convert? No? Oh, shoot. All right. 877 cash now. How about 877 military tribunals now? So, there's a little update for you. Again, get your stale popcorn out, because we've been pulling out popcorn. Get your popcorn ready. Get your popcorn ready. Oh, let's see. Popcorn. Nope. This might actually be the time for popcorn. That's what I said. It might be stale now, but get it out in the spirit. In the spirit of eating it. Even if you can't eat it because it's stale. You pulled it out too many times, try to recook it, and just you don't listen to me right now. I already feel some of you going, "Oh, I do that, Joe. I do that." And what I'm talking about is, I was about to say, don't tell me you've reheated popcorn before and ate it. I don't want to hear you telling me you heated up some popcorn the first time, popped it, ate it, had some left over, saved it, and then reheated it at a different time. I don't want to hear you. No, that's jabroni. That is jabroni level stuff, and you are not allowed to do that if you're my subscriber. So just don't, bottom line, just keep it a secret if you did it. Don't write in the comments that you did it. Just, that's your secret between you and whoever. We don't need to know. But moving forward, don't be a jabroni.